Hello everybody, it's Bea from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Before I start discussing the card, I'd like to say my massive thank yous to everybody for subscribing. I'm overwhelmed today, it's 288 and it's absolutely fantastic, so thank you so much. If you're watching this intro and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It don't cost you anything, but it really does help my channel, along with either sharing the videos, pressing the like button, and also put some comments on. I do like reading your comments. So back to this card. I've got the set of the Andy Skinner robot stamps, which are absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to do these in short bursts. I think I'm going to doing in watercolour. The one watercolour card, which we'll talk about. I think this one is a little dark, but when I did it yesterday, I thought so. Then I looked at it again today, and I thought actually no, it's not. So there's a few parts that I'm not quite happy with. But I showed my best critic, my hubby, and he really likes it, so I do take on board his feedback. So I'm going to go through the video. I'll be doing a voiceover and fast forwarding. As you know, this is how I work, and I think the following videos will just be the same. I'll just show you them once I've printed them, and then show you the colouring in. Alright, so I'll see you in the video. Hi everybody, I'm on the voiceover now, as you can probably tell. I'm in the lounge, Merlin's awake, he's squawking a little bit, he's a tad grumpy today, but anyway. So this is the mixed media card that I'm using. I've got it from Hobbycraft, and I've just cut my base piece at 5 1/4 and 5 1/4, and I'm going to use Versamark and black embossing powder. I've steamed through this little bit because it takes quite a while to do, especially onto a watercolour paper. It is textured on one side and smoother on the other, but not totally smooth. So yeah, it's taken quite a bit of getting on. So yeah, it's me just steaming through it. I can't remember where I got this black embossing. It's sort of like super fine. So just clearing the edges off. What I didn't do was use my anti-static pad. I don't know why. I always forget to use it. I've got two. I made one of my own, and then I've got another one that I bought. So there's no excuses. So there was just little bits that I felt that I just needed a little bit more embossing powder on there. So I'm going to use my heat tool in a second to heat it up. Now I do prefer the embossed look on this. I did the second one, and I just used Versafine Clair Black Onyx, and the colour muted out too much for me, so I'm not well sure whether it's the colours that I've used or whatever, but I've done it again in Versafine Clair, and I'm going to use different colours rather than the distressed stains that I've used for this one. So we'll see if that makes any difference. So the distress stains that I've used for this particular one should I say, Weathered Wood, Lost Shadow. I don't think I used that, but I got it out. Gathered Twigs, that was for the bench. This distressed spray tarnish, and it's a tarnished brass That's the one with the sediment in the bottom of it that you've got to shake up. The dogs have just come in, they woke up. Lie down then. So Bando iced spruce, that's the one I used for the grounding. Salty ocean, I decided to put that in at the last minute. I felt it just needed a little bit of blue in there, and a little bit of twisted citron. So in no particular order. I've also got bundle sage. It was bundle sage that I did the grass with, not ice spruce. It's bundle sage. So as you can see, it's in no particular order, and I'm literally just applying water and spray my paper first, obviously. It gives it a good standing, drying it off so I can get it layered up properly. The colours do lay better, and you get the full colours with Distress if you dry them off. And then just blending them out a little bit more when I felt it was a bit too strong, which that red was. When you're drying as well, if you dry, once you've dried the front, you'll find that your paper curls. If you turn it back over and give it a waft over with your heat tool, whichever you're using, it will level your paper out again. And I say this every time, and you might get bored of listening to this if you're not new to the channel, but if you are, this particular heat gun by Ranger, I was watching one of Tim's lives, and he specifically stressed to unplug it when it's not in use, that they have got a habit of bursting into flames for no apparent reason at any time. So as soon as this tool is used, it gets unplugged. I didn't used to, but I certainly do now. So I'm liking the way that it's turning out. Like I said earlier, compare it to the other one that I did without doing the embossing powder. I just used the ink. I do feel that this one is better. So I am just going to keep applying and toweling off, taking the wet off, just to blend the colours out a little bit more. As you can tell, I am a watercolourist. I just like having a go. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? I think what I've got to learn to do is control it a little bit more. But, you know, it is what it is. I enjoy doing it. I need to get a little dish as well to put my little bits of paint in, rather than just wasting it, putting it on my mat. So all in all, I am quite pleased with it. This is where it went, for me, a little bit wrong. With the little birdie. I shouldn't have done that. But it looks okay, but I just feel it was a little bit too much, and now I'm trying to cover it up, which makes it worse. I should have left it alone, but there you go. So to decide what I'm going to do now, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm still messing about with it, but I'm determined. I'm trying to get rid of that. So that's literally just water. It's not going anywhere. B, you need to stop. I've stopped. So I want it to have a distressed look, so I literally just tore around the edges. And if you tie it towards you rather than away from you, you get the torn off piece of paper facing you, not at the back of the card. So that's just to bear that in mind. Now what I've got a piece of here with that green tape on, it's just a piece of acetate. And I don't like wasting paper, as you know. So I'm going to use a little bit of cut off for the sentiment, and I'm putting this piece of acetate over where I want it to be, just to make sure that the sentiment fits on that piece of card. Okay, so that is just a little tip. I keep a little piece of tape on it just so I know where it is, I don't lose it, and I keep it in here all the time. A little magnet holds it down. So position it where I want it. It is going to be a little bit longer, but I'm not bothered about that. Just test again because it's moved. So this is a good tip for everybody, just to, you can use it for anything where you want to just see if your stamped image is going to look right on your card. So I'm using VersaFine Clair. I use VersaFine Clair on the other stamped ones that are coming up because they are waterproof. Now, because it's a very fine font, don't press it on too hard, which there it looks perfect. And I think, no, that's cool. That's on the little piece. Just wipe it off. Everything's exactly where I want it to be now. Nothing's moved. There you go. Just, I'm going to apply a little bit more. Still not quite happy. And there's the mistake, which I've seen it. I know it's there, and I'm thinking, should I leave it or not? It's going to get the better of me, I know it is. There, that was it. There's a slight smudge on it. I'd pressed too hard down on the stamp. So what had happened is I'd squished the lettering. So literally just gently, like I've done there, just gently run your fingers across. You'll get a clear, crisp look there. Now there is a little, tiny little mark on it, but I forgive myself for that. I can keep going forever. Just tearing off the edges there. I'm going to use double-sided tape on here. Put a little bit of glue on the back, liquid glue, because it gives you a little bit more wiggle room when you're sticking it down, because we all know that this foam is absolutely just so sticky. It's unbelievable. So we're coming up to the end of the card now. I'm just going to put it on the card base. The card base that I've made is just over 5 3/4 and 5 3/4. I'm not going to put a matte layer on. I don't think it needs it. You can see the distressed edges well on. I'm going to use the Collall glue to stick it down with. Brilliant glue. So there you go, everybody. That is today's card. So it's Andy Skinner's Spread Kindness. And the sentiment actually says, that was me banging, spread a little kindness every day, as I'm looking at it in my hand. So I hope you've liked the video. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Pop a comment in. Give me a like, share if you like, and copy the card if you want. See you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye.